Hey everybody, Kyle Sasser here, and it's everyone's favorite time of the month. That's right, market statistics time. These statistics are for Pinellas County for November 2021. So you're probably asking yourself, Kyle, it is December, end of December almost. Christmas has come and gone. Why are we looking at November statistics? And the answer is that it does take a little bit of time for the MLS and the local real estate boards to put these numbers together and assemble them into a beautiful report like this. If you would like your own copy of this report, feel free to go down and hit that subscribe button, and we will be happy to email it to you, email the report to you, as well as any future links and updates as the months and years go on. The other thing to know about these statistics is that they are year over year, not month to month. So we are looking at November 2021 compared to November 2020. And the reason why we do that is because the normal 12 months of the year has a natural ebb and flow to the real estate cycle. So, up north, obviously, things kind of slow down in the wintertime. Not a lot of people interested in walking around the snow so much. Down here, though, we kind of follow the school year, honestly. So there's a little bit of dip. There's a little bit of a dip through December. But by and large, end of school year and beginning of school year is two pretty big low points of the real estate market here in Tampa Bay. If you have watched the previous videos, you will know that there has been a little bit of a wobble going on in that we have, for the last 3 months, we actually had more houses going up for sale than have actually sold. And that was pretty good news. We've had another change this month, which I will go over and then kind of explain what it is. I mean, it is significant. So be sure to watch through the end of this video. Also, I think I've finally gotten the camera and lighting situation figured out in here, along with the backdrop of Saint Petersburg. So, give me a thumbs up for that, finally getting this figured out. Got the shark there, which if you've been watching for years, he's kind of come around with me to a few different places, got some artwork. And then over there, got some other cool stuff. Yep. But without further ado, let's dive into these statistics. So right off the bat, total number of closed sales is up 4.1% for a total of 1,131 closed sales. Median sales price is up 18.8% from $320,000 to $380,000. And the average sales price is up 21.7% from $417,397 to $507,814. Now, if you remember from your math class, the difference between median and average. So average is you take all the numbers. Let's say you have 5 houses. You add those 5 houses up and you divide it by 5. That gives you the average. Median sales price is a little different. So let's say that you have 18 houses. So the median is the point where there's an equal number of homes for sale for more money and an equal number of homes for sale for less money, and that gives you the median. Personally, I prefer to go with the median home price. It gives a little bit truer picture of where most people are buying at what price point most people are buying houses at. The average sales price can definitely be influenced by a large number of high-end luxury homes selling, as well as sometimes we'll have a run of just really low dollar houses selling. So median sales price is at $380,000 and average sales price is at $507,000. Median time to contract is holding relatively steady. So the statistics actually has it up 11.1%, but it's basically moved from 9 days to 10 days. So it's basically held relatively steady there. Now, previous months, that we have had more new listings, more houses going up for sale than have sold. And it wasn't much. It was like 20 or something like that. And I said it was something I would keep an eye on. That trend has just been blown out of the water. That is, in the month of November, that did not happen at all. So the number of new listings in November 2021 was actually down 6.8% for a total of 991. But the total sold was up 4.1% for a total of 1,131. So that means we removed 200 homes from the market in that deficit there. Our total number of homes for sale is actually back to below 1,000, barely. which is down 36.4% for a total of 998. And just for comparison, November 2020, we had 1,570. So that is significantly down. Now, the one thing I do like to do is we do need to dive into some of the different price points here because, the statistics on a $1 million house is going to be a little different than the stats on a $400,000 house. So far as marketing and selling them, it's pretty much the same. There's not really a lot of difference in marketing a $1 million house from a $200,000 home, but the $1 million homes do have a much smaller buyer pool, and so the times and all that stuff definitely changes quite a bit. So one thing with most of these is you are going to see a hard split at about the $300,000 mark, and taken on its surface, it looks like there's a whole lot of houses that came out of nowhere that are like $400,000. We don't really have any new construction in Pinellas County, at least nothing besides towers downtown, of course. We don't really have a lot to speak of when it comes to new home construction. What these statistics shows is basically all of the houses have slid up a price point into the next highest price bracket. And so for example, $100,000 to $150,000 houses are down 47.4% for a total of 10 that were sold last month. $150,000 to $200,000 was down 56.7% for a total of 42. And $200,000 to $250,000 homes was down 50.9% for a total of 79. And $250,000 to $300,000 was down 21.8% for a total of 147. We actually have 35% more of those for sale, or we actually sold 35% more of those for a total of 340,000. $400,000 to $600,000 was up 50.5% for a total of 289, and $600,000 to $1 million was up 31.3% for a total of 147. Median time to contract, I'm not really going to touch on that too much. The main thing of interest on this statistic is that the middle mark has actually been hanging around a lot more than some of the other price points. So $250,000 to $300,000 was actually up 50% to a total of 12 days. And 12 days is still ridiculously quick. But we did add a good number of days that things were hanging around on the market. $300,000 to $400,000 was also up 50% for a total of 9 days. And then $400,000 to $600,000 was up 28.6% for a total of 9. So if you're looking for a house in the month of November, there's a little bit of good news there. Here in December, things have basically, because we had fewer houses go up for sale, we're definitely kind of back in a crunch and not a lot to choose from currently. Number of new listings by price point, basically we have that same split there at $300,000. So $200,000 to $250,000, we had 72.7% fewer homes for sale for a total of 39. $250,000 to $300,000 was down 33.2% for a total of 131. And then that $300,000 to $400,000 mark, we have a little bit of a flip. We're up 9.8% for a total of 270. $400,000 to $600,000, we were up 43.2% for a total of 262. The interesting one was actually the $1 million mark, which was up 74.1% for a total of 94. So that is almost double the number of $1 million homes going up for sale in November 2021 versus November 2020. And again, that is the price points just moving up. However, when we look at the total inventory by current list price, we're still down across the board. Everything is just down. So $100,000 to $150,000 is down 78.8% for a total of 11. $150,000 to $200,000 is down 64.7% for a total of 49. $200,000 to $250,000 is down 66.9% for a total of 59. $250,000 to $300,000 is down 49.7% for a total of 97. And $300,000 to $400,000 is down 26.9%. $400,000 to $600,000 is also down 26.9%. Both of those, oddly enough, had a total of 207 in each, which is odd. Like every now and then, you'll get. Actually, we had two of those. So $300,000 to $400,000, total of 207. $400,000 to $600,000, 207. And then less than $50,000, there was a total of 4. And then $50,000 to $100,000 was also a total of 4. don't know if you can see that. Oop. I'm not making it up. Now, the last page here, which I like to call the doom and gloom page because it covers short sales, foreclosures, and all that fun stuff. So these have been suppressed since the pandemic started because, foreclosures and evictions and all that sort of stuff were basically just not allowed. Now, that has been reversed for a while now. So you would think you would start to see some numbers starting to pick up here, but we haven't really had anything come through. We're still doing okay here. A lot of people were concerned that we were just going to have this huge flood of short sales and bankruptcies and foreclosures, and I think that desk is kind of wood. That we were going to have this flood, but so far we have not had that happen. So the total number of foreclosures in Pinellas County for November 2021 was 4, which was up 33.3%. And the total number of short sales, so a short sale is when somebody owes more on their house than the house is actually worth. Short sale, there was a grand total of 1, which was 80% less than last year. Again, those numbers are suppressed a little bit. We have not hit the point where there is a massive problem or anything like that going on, where we've just had a flood of bankruptcies and foreclosures. So let's put a bow on this. What does all of this mean? What's it all look like? Well, unfortunately, the previous 3 months where we had actually added inventory for the first time in a very long time completely disappeared this month. So that means that we don't have as many homes for sale. There's not as many to choose from, which means more competition because we do still have the same number of buyers hanging around. We actually have more buyers around because our total number of closed sales is up. So we have continued and high demand with a lot fewer homes for sale, which means it's going to be pretty challenging to find and purchase a house, but not impossible. I know I've read a lot of stories where a lot of agents are like, oh my God, I've submitted 15 offers and we got beat out on everyone. And if if that's true, that's terrible. Currently, I'm running about between 1 and 4 offers before my buyer is able to have an offer accepted and we're under contract and we're going through and we're heading towards closing. There's a lot of things that we can do when presenting the offer to really tailor it and actually make it appealing to the seller. And I know that everyone's like, oh, I don't have cash, it's no use. That's not true. I have gotten homes under contract with FHA. In the last few months, I have been very successful in getting buyers under contract with FHA loans, VA loans, as well as like low money down, limited funds in escrow, like all sorts of things. There's ways to offset those concerns that sellers would normally have about those. There's ways to offset that and make the offer appealing enough where the seller would go for it. Now, if you're thinking about trying to get like $40,000-$50,000 off asking price, that is currently this is not the market for that to happen in. But if you are looking for a place to purchase and you're looking to be in the beautiful Tampa Bay area, it is still not extremely difficult to find a house that you love and to have an offer accepted and to be in your new home within 30-40 days. It's I know there's a lot of stuff going around in the news about all that stuff, and I can tell you as boots on the ground, it is not the doomsday scenario that everyone is chalking it up to be. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments about these statistics, I'd love to hear from you. You can leave me a comment down below, send me an email at kyle@sassergroup.com. If you would like help finding your own great place here in Tampa Bay, Clearwater, Saint Petersburg, I'd love to help you out. You can leave me a comment down below or give me a call. Other than that, thank you so much, and I look forward to talking with you soon.